Hello everyone, this is the Archfiend, and god damn it, I gotta make one more video here for you people because there's one question that's been left unanswered, and it's been left unanswered since day number 1, and that is, where did I get the name the Archfiend from? And if I'm gonna go down tomorrow, which, just for those of you who aren't following along, I got 2 strikes filed against me for bogus copyright claims. There's a third one that's going to be processed tomorrow around 2 to 4 o'clock, and that's going to be strike 3 and my channel's going to be gone. Unless YouTube has an epiphany and somehow doesn't clear, this is going to be the final video. So I got to tell you guys the answer to the question you've been asking me since day 1, and I always told you guys that you'd never be able to guess where I got the name the Archfiend from. And one other reason why I'm telling you this is because it's just so ironic given the certain situation that I'm in right now to the actual story of the person, the Archfiend, that I got this name from. Where I got the name from is a show called Age of Warriors. You've probably never heard of this because the show aired in South Korea. What it was a South Korean historical drama documentary type show, and it covered Korean history. And I guess it was about 14th, 15th century that this specific time frame was that the Archfiend character lived in. And who the Archfiend was a person who was kind of like William Wallace in the movie Braveheart. He was someone who didn't like the established ways and means of the government, didn't like the emperor, didn't like the rules, didn't like his army, didn't like his generals, all that good shit. So what the Archfiend would do is he would find people that had dissenting opinions against the established emperor and form an army with them. This army was to go on in war with the emperor and his army. So what the Archfiend would find is that a lot of people just flat out wouldn't speak up against the government because they were either afraid to or they didn't want to die, and they just either accept the ways and means for what they were and just let life go on. The Archfiend, like I said, he gathered his army and he found people that were willing to speak out against the current system that was in place in Korea. And he took his army straight to the streets, or I guess back then you just had dirt roads, and he went to war with the emperor and his men. Now, the emperor and his army were vastly in large numbers compared to the Archfiend and his men, but it didn't matter. The Archfiend was standing up for what he believed in, and he went to war with the emperor, and he lost. He lost to the point that all his men got killed. He couldn't put up any more fight. He was brought before the head general of the emperor's army, placed on his knees. The general comes up to him, places a dagger in front of him, and asks him to do the traditional custom that you see in Southeastern Asia, Northeast Asian countries, where you're offered to kill yourself rather than have the enemy kill you. The Archfiend took the dagger, threw it away, and said, "I cannot kill myself, for I can only be killed by the hands of God." And that was the Archfiend's final message, because the emperor ordered his general to take out his sword, took it to the Archfiend's head, and cut his head off. And the Archfiend was dead. Now, I kind of said it was ironic, and by the way, if you guys want to see this video, there's actually a video of this on YouTube. I'll put a link for it here in an annotation. It's called Death of the Archfiend, from the show Age of Warriors. You can actually see this scene unfold where the Emperor's general cuts the Archfiend's head off. How this is kind of ironic to the situation right now is that my army, in essence, is my videos, not so much as it is my subscribers, no offense to you guys. The way I fight is through my videos here against the quote-unquote emperor, which is YouTube, and the emperor's men, which is the whores, and everyone else that I've picked a fight with here on YouTube. If my videos can't stand up for what they are without being taken down by malicious means, then my army is dead. I am the Archfiend. I am that guy that is on his knees before the emperor's head general. And that general has his sword drawn. And he's going to cut my head off. And that is what is going to happen tomorrow. And it's just so ironic that it is coming to this. Because I have my ultimate goal here of getting 10,000 subs. That was just something superficial, but something that I always said, boy, if I get that, that is just the ultimate for just what I do. talking here on camera and just giving you my piece on things. So yeah, I'm the Archfiend in more ways than one. And it's actual literal character from Korean history, ironically enough. And here I am before you, fighting the good fight for as long as I can, and I've reached my untimely end by the Emperor and his men. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but you know what? I just wanted to make this video and tell you guys who the Archfiend is. I am the Archfiend, and that is all.